The Mill and the Cross, a 2011 Polish drama film directed by Lech Majewski. The way for them is saying so much, that the way for them is Spain, not in their place. The Spaniards will change the way of Flanders, because the way of Flanders is love for God and Jesus and the spirit of all of them. The men, women, and children of their land. The Spaniards tell them that the way for them is to like the way of the Spaniards. But the way that the Spaniards want for Flanders is the way that the people of Flanders consider a lie. The lie is about their love for the people of Flanders. The way of the Spaniards for the people of Flanders is love for money, and the greed of those who now believe it is time for them to rule. Love for the people of Flanders is love for God and love for man. Now that man in the forest is a person who cares about trees. That man wants to hear about love about Spaniards, but love about Spaniards is not care about trees. That man is telling the trees that the Spaniards care for money and not for God. Now a guy and a girl are having sex. They are sex for love. Those who are only sex for sex are sex only for the devil and not for God. Now that guy and that girl tell the older man and woman that Spaniards are love for money. That they are greed. That Spanish greed is like that because they are not love for God. Now a man goes upstairs to meet that couple and tells them that Spaniards are torture for the ones who love God. It is like that because they are greed, and they think that greed is like that. The mill is now working. The man and the woman like the noise made by the mill, because that noise is like the hatred for hell by the people from Flanders. It's like hell is only sex for sex. It's like sex for sex is only for Spaniards. The people of Flanders say that sex for sex is for hellish ones. Now the man in the forest is deciding what tree to bring to the ground. The tree falls, and the noise is like that of the hell of the mill working. It is like the Spaniards, that for the people of Flanders are only sex for sex, and they like it that way because they are hellish and bring hell to Flanders. The ones who are love are the ones who are being occupied. They are praying a lot to God. They are sex with love, and they are not just sex without love. Now there is a man watching drawings about the Spaniards in Flanders. That man wants to be the one who keeps the memory of those times for Flanders, in drawings for those who come later. They want this to be remembered forever by those who are Flanders, so they know how the Spaniards were for those from Flanders in the past. That is forever a memory not to lose. Now that man's children like to be love for the father, because they are love for the father. The father tries to make the children not really notice his worryings. That man wants the children to be happy despite what happens. Now the Spaniards go through the land of Flanders by horse, forming a row. The row means that they are terrible for the people of Flanders. The men of Flanders know that this is the way to recognize that they come with the intention of being terrible to someone who is not like them, who are greed. The family man is now playing with a spider, whose web is for the people of Flanders as if it means the Spaniards. Those people who are Flanders consider that Spaniards are the spider because Spaniards hate the love of them, the ones who are Flanders. Now some people who are that love come to a place where the family man draws them. They are placing the love of them for their ones in a place that is much loved by them, and that the Spanish do not like. They dance and play music and have a nice time to remember what they are, despite the misery that the Spanish are bringing to them. The Spanish come, and they come to whip and beat a man while the others from Flanders are seeing it. The people from Flanders are seeing it, and they feel that the Spanish ones are cruel and evil with them, without a reason that is really justifiable. The Spanish ones are torturing and killing that man. They are that way only because he is guilty of being from Flanders. The wife of the now dead man wants the Spanish ones dead and in hell at that very moment. The woman loved him so much, and for her, the Spanish ones are nothing more than the damnest people on earth. The Spanish ones are only sex. They are not love. They are like God is sick for them. They are torture and killing. The man knows that those from Flanders are not like them. The man would like to kill the Spaniards. Those who are only sex are like that. Love is not real. They are like that. Love for them will never be real. The Spaniards are going to kill the ones that are love. Now the mill is working and the noise is like hell. Those inside the mill are the ones who are greed and stand that hell. Those who are only sex without love are the ones who want them other than love. They have to be greed. Now the man is painting a group of people from Flanders who are love for him. Hate is for Spaniards. Love is for those from Flanders. It's love for love, hatred for hatred, hatred for greed. They want the Spaniards to go away from them, who care for the love for them from God. The mill is not going to be about hell. The mill has to be for those from Flanders, the symbol of their land. The painter is a man of love. Their love for that man is because, for them, it means that God is the sign for all of them. The man is not at home, but that man's children hope that he will come back soon to be with them, because they love him so much. The man likes them to be noisy. It is so because they like that the sign of the Spaniards is not noticed there. The man would like the Spaniards to leave their land soon, and to leave forever. Now some men are burying a woman alive. That woman was only sex without love. She was sex with a Spaniard. That woman was just sex with no love because she is not love for her land. Men from Flanders do not want that, just only sex. Just sex without love is liked by the Spanish ones. Now the painter man is with his wife. That man is love for her, she is love for him. The children ignore all that happens outside their home. They are love for the love of the father, the love of the mother, the love of brothers and sisters, the love for Flanders. They want that love to be born again in a baby that will be free from danger and hatred. That baby is wanted to be born in a Flanders free of Spaniards. Now it's about the painting again. They want to place a painting somewhere where the war has gone. The war will be gone, but that man will remind us about the love of the men and women of Flanders, and it's why. Flanders is not just sex without love. Now there is pain for that man who has been beaten and killed. His wife is crying for her love for him. The woman would like the Spanish ones to be dead suddenly, because of a punishment from God, to pay for the misery they are bringing. Now the mill is working. The mill is about the love of Flanders for that man who was killed by the Spanish ones, who did not respect that he was love. Love is now facing greed. A priest is hearing the coins of a Spaniard in his hands. That Spaniard wants the priest to be greed. The Spaniard wants to corrupt that spiritual man of Flanders. That priest is going to be the one who faces the torture of his ones and feels the pain that the Spaniards cause. The Spaniards want those from Flanders to be greedy like them. That priest will want to be greedy like the Spaniards. Now the priest will accept that the Spaniards are only sex without love. The priest will accept that their love for God is corrupted. His love for God, corrupted by greed, is going to be a betrayal for his land. That betrayal is going to be the betrayal that makes the Spaniards lost, because of their lust for greed. Now some men are going to bring that greed to the Spaniards. They are making a cross that means the greed of the Spanish ones. Now a woman has doubts about some men of Flanders. Those men are a betrayal. The men of Spain want to be about that woman. That woman has to be only love, love about someone who is dead. That dead one was someone who cared for her. That love has to be revenge for the greed of the Spaniards. Those who are accomplices of the Spaniards and are from Flanders are killing their ones. Some are mercenaries who are not love for God. They mean that the devil is the answer about love for God. They are sex without love. The mercenaries are not love. Their love for Flanders is not enough if love for Flanders is supposed to be love for God. Now those who are love for God are going to crucify a man. That man who is going to be crucified is a man who is love for Flanders. That man wants to mean love for the men and women of Flanders. Now they want a painting to be painted about all that. A painting about the ones from Flanders, to remember that it was all about God, and not about those who hate God. Those who are only sex are about the devil and not about God or love. They are just about hatred and war. Those who are love are those who are Flanders, and are not a betrayal of those who really are Flanders. They want to carry out that crucifixion now. It is now the time to be the love of God for them. Now a sheep is going to be sacrificed. That sheep represents the ones who are treason to Flanders. Now the whole village is going to the crucifixion. They want a painting to be painted about it. They want that painting to show later to those from Flanders how love was for those who were love. The mill stops working now. The mill is the symbol of that land. That mill will preserve the sign of Flanders, and the love for the land and the men and women of Flanders. Now they are all standing and silent. The painter is having care with the painting. He thinks of the spider, because they are caught in the web. The web is the sign of the Spanish ones. The spider means hatred for God. The spider is the sign of the vile and sick love for God. The mill has to be the sign of Flanders. The man in the mill has to be greed, like that noise is like hell. That noise means that love has to be hated, as hated is the greed of the Spanish about Flanders. Now the people of the village return to their homes. The Spaniards are now whipping those ones who are love for everything that is Flanders. The Spaniards are betrayal to those who are love, because they are vile and sick like the spider. The woman who gave birth to the man who was crucified has to curse the Spanish ones. That man wanted to be a martyr for the love of God. He loves love itself. The Jews like that his one, who is just love is like that for the love for God of the people of Flanders. The Jews say that the just sex without love of the Spanish ones is a sick and nasty sex to be. Now the painter has to paint all that. The painting has to be forever a memory for the people of Flanders. The people of Flanders will remember the Spanish ones later, and they will remember the pain and suffering of their people. Now the ones inside the mill, where the noise is like hell, want their God to be punishment for the Spanish ones. Now a man hangs himself, he is a man who betrayed all of them, those from Flanders. That man committed suicide for the man who was crucified for them, those who are love for God. The morning after comes, after a stormy night and God's fury. Now it is joy for those who are love. And it is because of the sacrifice of the leader of the traitors. Now the people of Flanders are having a time for joy. They feel good about what was a demonstration for those who come later. Now the priest will have to write about it all. The painter comes to see people dance to the music of Flanders. The ones who are love for Flanders are now love for the love of the ones who are love for them.